Okay. Make sure you describe in your own word how to use and how to use independent and dependent variable right here. Okay. And also how to find in a word problem the rate of change or slope. How to find slope and rate of change. All right. So here is number one. Lashana makes jewelry to sell at the craft fair. On Monday, she makes 12 bracelets. Okay. On Tuesday, she had worked an additional this many hours. Let's say she worked 1 hour and made 12 bracelets. Okay. Let's say that. We don't know, but we know that, or even 0 hours. So she started, let's say she makes 12 bracelets. Okay, let's say 12, whatever. Additional 2.5 hours. So additional that makes it 3.5 hours. I mean, 2.5 more hours is that much, right? They want you to make your own. It's 22 bracelets. So you do x sub 1, y sub 1. So whatever time she takes, it's an additional 2.5 hours. X sub 2, y sub 2. Okay? That's what it means. So determine the time it takes to make one bracelet. All right. So let's find the rate. There's other ways to do this, by the way. But anyways, you got 22. Oh, I need a slope formula. At least 2 on each page. If you don't have 2, I'm giving you a 0. I'm counting it wrong. I'm giving you like a 1 or a 2 on your thing. I need the formula. The rate of change. Determine the time it takes to make one bracelet. Okay. Well, let's see how many. That's the rate, right? 22. Okay. I like to know formula also. Y sub 1, y sub 2 minus y sub 1, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, so we got the slope to be 22 minus 12 over, so the slope is 10 over 2.5, right? Because 3.5 minus the 1 additional, 2.5. Now we divide to find the unit rate. How much one? That's 2.5 bracelets. 10 bracelet every 2.5 hours. We want to know every 1 hour. So we divide 1 out here, 1 out, so that's 100. So 25. So that's 25 divided into 100. Is the slope is 4. 4 over 1. Right? So 4 bracelet every hour. Okay. That's how fast she's working. How long it takes to make one bracelet? 4 hours. 4 hours to make. Always answer your thing in one bracelet. Complete sentence. Oh, I spelled bracelet wrong, right? Okay. The organizer of the festival expect 10,000 people to attend over 4 days. At the end of the festival, organizers say they had exceeded their expectation by 2,000 people. Determine the average number of people who attended the festival per day. So, they exceeded. Need to think about this. Did it ask here to do? Determine the average number of people who attend the fair. festival per day. Okay, so they expected 1,000 people every over 4 days, right? That's what they expect. But they got 2,000 more people. Said that they exceeded their expectation by 2,000 people. So they actually got 12,000 people over. This is not slope, this is common sense. Over this. So you add them together and then divided by the 4 days. Per day. They want 1 day. So we know 4 days they actually got 12,000 people. They expected this, but 2,000 is more. So that's 12,000. When you divide 4 into 12 is 3. So 3,000 people for every 1 day. 3,000. So what's the average number of people attend per day? 3,000 people actually attend per day. I know this book sucks. They always do this. They teach you something and then when it comes to homework, it's something else. Alco Bracelets bakes croissants. Alco bakes croissant for a community center bake sale. She already had a number of batches baked from the day before. After 2.5 hours, total of this many batches. After 4 hours, total of this many batches. Determine batch per hour. Okay, that's at least that's a normal one, right? Hour is 2.5, 8 bracelets, and the other one is 4 hours, 11, no, not bracelet, batches of croissant. Then do x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2, right? So your slope formula is the rate of change formula. Rate also, guys, rate, same thing as slope. Rate formula is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. 11 minus 8 over 4 minus 2.5. So we got 3 over 1.5, right? Divide 1 over, that's 30. 30 over 15, right? Which is same thing as 2. Okay, 2 batches of croissant. 2 batches of croissant for every 1 hour, per hour. You need to define this. If you don't do that on your homework, I'm going to take points off. You need to tell me what it means. Okay, it's important. What your answer means. Clayton and Iris purchased admission to a carnival plus a number of game tickets. Clayton purchased 10 game tickets spent this month. Iris purchased 15 and spent this month. Tickets and spent that month. So it's the same thing as number 10. Okay. 10 games for $19.50 and 15 games for $23.25, right? So you do, again, slope formula, x sub 1, y sub 1. I need to see at least 2 of them, x sub 2, y sub 2 on a page. At least 2, guys. I prefer all because there's only 4. Y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. 23.25 minus 19.50 all over 15 minus 10. All right, let's see. 5, 7, okay, and then 3, 1. Add it, see if it equals. That's 25. Oh no, not 1, it's 0. It's just 3. 375. 25 10. Okay, that's correct, I think. All over 5. Well, when you divide this cost for one game ticket, you need to divide to get the cost of one game ticket, right? So 375 divided by 5 goes in 0 times. 735, 25, 75 cents. 75 cents for every one game ticket. That's how you do that. Okay. The water level of river dropped each day. After 3 days, the water level is this much. 8 days, this much. Okay. So 3 days is 25, 30, 32.5. 8 days is 30. So it's going down, right? So it's a negative. Slow though. X sub 1, Y sub 1. X sub 2, Y sub 2. Okay, because they want the y-intercept, you got this, use the slope formula, and then you need to use the point slope formula. Okay. So, slope formula first to find the slope, because point slope is y minus y sub 1 equals to m parentheses x minus x sub 1. You're going to use that formula, and that formula requires you to have the slope or rate of change. Okay, so slope is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So that's 30 minus 32.5 over 8 minus 3. So your slope is negative 2.5 over 5. Okay, you can't have a decimal, so we're going to divide this, get the unit rate. 2.5, because you can't have a decimal over a fraction. It's just weird. It doesn't happen, okay, you guys. 0, 20, so 0.5, half. The slope is half. You can use 0.5 or just 1/2 over where slope is. So you use that formula, y minus y sub 1, which is, I'm going to use, okay, I'm going to change this because it doesn't matter. I'm going to use whole numbers, so I'm going to use this as my x sub 1, y sub 1. I'm going to use that. I can change my mind. You'll get the same answer. Remember, we did that in class. So I'm going to use 30 because I like whole numbers. 0.5 for slope. X minus x sub 1 is 8. So y minus 30 equals to 0.5x, and half of 8 is 4. 0.5 times 8 is 4. Add 30, get y equals 0.5x plus 26. Okay? I write the y-intercept coordinate. Explain what the y-intercept represents. Okay, this is 0. The y-intercept is 0, 26, and it means water level, right? Oh, problem. This is a negative. Problem. That's a negative. That's a positive. Ooh, that's 34. Okay, if you picked it out and said I did it wrong, I changed my mind. I did it right now. 30, so your answer here is, okay, your answer here is 34. So the y-intercept is at 0, 34. Not 26. Ooh. Okay, so that's the water level was at 34 feet before it starts dropping. the water level was at 34 feet. It's hard to write on here. Before it's start dropping. Okay. Now, Betty worked at a golf course during the summer after 8th grade. After working for 2 weeks, she added her earning to the gift she got from graduation. Found she had this much, $570. After 6 weeks of work, she had a total of this much. So let's find out how much money she had from graduation before she started saving more money from working. This is important. This will be on a test, on your quiz next Thursday, I believe. Betty worked at a golf course during the summer after 2 weeks. She had $570. And after 6 weeks, she had $870. Okay. X sub 1, Y sub 1, X sub 2, Y sub 2. Slope formula, okay, I wrote one formula. Second formula, 2 formula page, I need to write formula here. All right, my slope formula, rate of change formula is Y sub 2 minus Y sub 1 over X sub 2 minus X sub 1. So 870 minus 570, that's 300 by 6 minus 2 is 4. So my slope is 300 over 4. Can be reduced. Let's see, this 300 divided by 4 evenly. 6, 24, 6, oh, too low. See, my remainder is bigger than that 4. 7. So my answer is 7. 7, 28. Remainder 2, bring down to 0, 5. Okay, 75. So my slope is 75. So point slope, I'll use the smaller number. I'm going to use this first one, smaller than the big one. So it is point slope next, y minus y sub 1 equals to m parentheses x minus x sub 1. Y minus y sub 1 is 570. M is 75. X minus x sub 1 is 2. Y minus 570 equals 75x minus 150. Because twice of 75 is 150, right? Add 570. Add 570. Oops, not 575. 570. Okay, you get y equals 75x, and then subtract that, 0, 2, 4. Okay, so Betty, okay, the y-intercept, B is 0, 420. That means she got $420 from her graduation before she starts saving. Betty got $420 from graduation. Okay? Just before she starts saving any money. That's what this answer means. Okay, and that's it. I could do a lot faster, but teaching is a lot slower to